Hello everyone, welcome back. It's good to have you here on this lovely Sunday. It's Angela, of course, and I'm here just to say hello, welcome, and come and join me for a quick little project in our new journal. Now, the first thing I'd like to share with you is this first signature. I'm trying to keep it as short as possible. So I'm going to do the first signature today because I like to keep Sunday's videos shorter. So just the order of the pages so that you know. I've got this one here and I'm going to just open them up quickly. So I've got that one on the front. All right. We've got our tea stain page, which I showed you in the last video how to fold. I've got this one then following that. That is then followed by a lace page, which we talked about. I've got the background page there. I need to fussy cut mine still. I haven't done that. Another tea stain page, which I've just folded in half. I've got the one with the typewriter following that. Another background page. I got a sort of a mauve color, not mauve, yeah, sort of a fuchsia, light fuchsia lacy page here. We've got a second, framed page there. So that's the one with the teapot, and that makes up our first signature. Obviously, I'm going to add in envelopes, bags, and book pages, but I tend to do that later on. So that's what we're going to have. Now, I shared with you what I was printing on the underside of every page in the last video, if you haven't seen that yet. All right, so let's get to it. So today I'm going to do a little project for this page over here. So we're going to work on this little page here, and I'm going to start straight away before I forget, because I tend to do that. I want to stencil something over there. So this is why I like using these pages loose, because you can just take it out, put that over there, and do that straight away. So I'm using my lace stencil. This is a Finnabar one by Prima, but it's an old favorite of mine and I really like it. I did receive my seedless preserves, so that's just the sort of lifting color that I wanted, and I'm going to use my milled lavender as well. So I thought I'd start with a little bit of the lavender just on this bottom corner here. So let's get that right. I'm trying to not get it on my board. Right, so we'll start with this. And I'm just going to take my little brush. You've seen me do this before, and make little circles. I start darker at the edge, and then I sort of fan it out, and it goes a bit lighter, so it sort of blends in. It's just the corner I'm doing, maybe just a little bit there as well. Get the rest off the brush. So that's what I'm doing at the bottom there. So it's very light. And then with the same brush, I'm going to go up to the top here. And again, I'm just lining it up with the edge. And that's where I'm going to try out the seedless preserves, which is quite dark for me, but I'm being brave. I'm getting all those warm, exciting colors out for us during these gloomier months. If you are in the Northern Hemisphere, of course, and we need a little bit of cheering up. So we're having some excitement here on, on the artwork pages. So definitely not pastel at the minute. We're really waking you up with these. All right, so there we go. We just got some little bits going on there just to add some interest to that page. So I'm just going to put those to the side, and I can get rid of my stencil. Okay, so that's all we need to do with that page at the moment. It can go back in its spot. So I'm just making sure I get it the right way around. Okay, so that's good to go for what we're going to make today. So let's just put that to the side. Right, I am using a page from a magazine. So this is my Daphne's Diary magazine, which I mentioned last time, and I decided I'm going to use a page and craft with it today. You can use any magazine page or any piece of paper that you have, but because there's a focus on reading, I thought, no, I'm going to use all sorts of reading materials. So I'm going to use magazine today. Daphne's pages are quite nice. They're quite papery and not glossy, so that's always a great one. Now, all I've done here is, excuse all the folds, but it's all right. I have this one, I'm just going to cover up most of this. So I was really going for the writing more than anything. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just took this, look at the beautiful cats, We're not using the cats today. I'm just turning this over about just over 2.5 inches lengthways, and then I'm going to just do that, and I'm going to do the same on this side, a little bit less. It's only just over 2 inches. I'm going to get this underneath this bit here, so I want to just grab I'm looking for the glue and it's right in front of me. Right, I want to just get this overlapping here, so I'm going to just take my glue. Any glue will work, guys, and then just on the edge here, so I know that I don't have a piece that's not stuck down. So nice, quick and easy project that you can use. Okay, now what I did then was I thought I would fold a piece up. So before you do that, make sure that the writing's in the position you want it to be for most of it. So if I'd done it that way and I turned it up, it would have been upside down. So I decided, no, I want it this way. So I've turned up, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inches. 5 inches is 12.5 centimeters, there or thereabouts. And I've turned it up so that we're going to have a pocket here and a pocket here. All right. Now don't worry about the strawberries, I'm going to cover them up. All right, so don't worry about that. Okay, so we've got ourselves 2 little pockets here now. We're going to have 3 little pockets in a minute, but I quite like how that's come together, and I love that this is handwritten script, so great. All right, so let's get some bits of lace on here first of all. I wanted to start covering up this area. I've just taken 2 pieces of lace like I shared with you in the last video. Any lace will do. And I'm going to just stick that on there. So I'm just grabbing my art glitter glue. No, I'm grabbing my Fabri-Tac. That's what it is. And I'm going to stick that there, and I'm going to stick this one here. I'm just seeing if this has got a right side or a wrong side. These are just bits that I've had from previous projects, and I'm working them all away. But any lace that you have in a neutral shade is going to work fantastically. So, you know, gather what you have. I must tell you what happened to me today. I wasn't going to put lace on here. I was going to put my crochet die, you know, those little crocheted lacy die cuts from Sizzix in paper. I was going to use that, and can you believe it, I went to go and use I've got a switch machine. I went to go and use it, and lo and behold, what happened? It didn't work. It was doing funny things, and the whole thing stopped and just wouldn't work anymore. Tried different plugs and all sorts of things, and I ended up having to order a new one. Can you believe it? I was gutted. I've had it just 2 weeks short of a year, and it's packed up, so I wasn't very happy. It's nothing to do with the move, because I just picked it up off the one table from the room next door and put it on the table here. It was, you know, on its old table, now it's on its new table, and I did it myself, so nothing happened to it. So I was really upset about that, but hey ho, I've just had to buy a new one now. There's nothing I can do, so I've got to use it. So I've had to make do with what I have now until that arrives in the week. So I did get it from Amazon. I want it here fast, you see. I can't wait. I'm very impatient with things like that. I've got all the patience in the world for most things, but not waiting for my parcels to arrive. So I can understand all of you who are waiting for things from me due to the Royal Mail, which I can't apologize enough, guys. I am so sorry. I feel your frustration. Right, we've got those there. I'm going to stick those little Velcro dots on there at the end, but I want to get on with the rest of it. Right, I'm going to stick this quickly into our page. So I'm just going to grab that page again, and I want to get this stuck on here like that. So it also allows me just to position it. Now I'm positioning it slightly towards the fold line because I'm going to put some die cuts, the ones I did manage to do. Well, I had them already in the drawer on the side there. So what you can do is You can glue this on 3 sides and make a tuck spot there if you want as well. All right, you can do that. I'm not going to on this occasion. I am going to, yeah, let's do that. Why not? I say that I'm not and then I do it. Right, I'm going to put glue down the bottom there. I'm going to put some glue here and there. And I'm not going to put anything in that tuck spot today. But you know, you can't go wrong with a secret spot. That's my feelings there. Right, I should have done my little measure goodie, but it's going to work. Right, so that's just the back section now. And again, you can put a little pocket or something underneath here, or a belly band if you wanted to. You could, or just a writing spot. You know, you could do that as well. But I'm going to leave it like that for the minute. We are going to now, let's start with this bit. Right, so you've got your little spot there, a secret spot. I have managed to grab just these few die cuts that I had already from previous projects, and I'm just going to stick them down. I will share with you though that my pad of paper did arrive, the DCWV, and I was able to get out the colors that I want. So I'm going to be using these colors. This came from that same pad, and they are just, if you have a look at that, and you have a look at that, you can see match made in heaven. All right, I've added 2 that I found that I had in my own stash, and that is a little bit of this just to pick up this. So I've got some of that, and I did have a bit of lavender, so I've put in a little lighter version of the purple. All right, so I will cut out a pile of die cuts when my new machine arrives out of all of those. That is what I'm using. Okay, so that's the DCWV Brights pad. Okay, so I will put that on my Amazon favorites if you were wanting to get one. It's really handy to have that on hand, and then, that sounds weird, doesn't it? But then of course, you know, I like my die cuts. So, right, I'm going to stop jabbering now. I want to stick that one down there. I want to stick this one sort of half on and half off. That's going to block my pocket. I'm not going to go with a pocket here then. I think I'm going to just stick it in, because my die cuts are going to block it up. Just realized that. Not a crisis. I wasn't planning on doing it anyway. Right, I'm going to stick this down, get the glues ready. So let me do that quickly, and I'll see you back here in a mo. Okay, so I'll put the glue on. I'm going to start with this one over here, and I'm going to sort of get it quite high up like that, I think. There we go. And then I've got another one of the same, which I wouldn't normally use the same, but you know, it's all right. We'll put this one a little angle that way. Okay, and then I've got this last one, which is a bit more pinky, and I wanted to just angle it a little bit more this way, so a little bit lower. Okay, so those are going to pop out the side when you've got that closed, which I quite liked. Okay, so coming along nicely. Now we'll come back to this bit here. I want to just stick. I've got a sentiment. I love this one, and this is so me. I would rather be reading. Well, no, I love crafting too, but you know, crafting and reading, so audiobooks. I go through loads of audiobooks, and I'm in total heaven crafting and listening to an audiobook. I do miss feeling the pages of a novel, but I can't have it all. I've told myself, you know, we can't have it all. But yes, isn't that a bright color? But it just makes everything pop. I like it. Okay, now back to the front. I took one of my little pockets from my Adorn kit. So I've got this little one here. That's going to go just onto this little bit over there. You can see it's all bringing it all together now. So really loving this already. I'm so excited about this one. I hope that you guys are too. Royal Mail should give us an update tomorrow, so let's fingers crossed that their little trial with the letters went well, and I can get all my bags to the post office ASAP, because I know you're all waiting on things from me and it's all good to go. So yeah, very excited. Okay, then what did I do? I took one of these die cuts in that aqua color I shared with you, and then I had one of these, it's like a sage green color, and I just did that because this little disc which comes from the Adorn kit I wanted to use. So I'm going to stick this one at the base, so I'm going to put this one underneath. Oh, was I? No, I'm going to stick the circle on first. I tried this with different options, and this is what I've decided. Instead of putting a border around this with a colour, I thought, no, we're going to do something around it. So hopefully this is in the middle-ish, and I've got it straight, hope with any luck. So I thought that just picked up all the colours, and I really like that. So I'm going to just put some glue on here, and I wasn't sure if I needed to trim this a little bit. So you never know. I think I'm going to just trim off this little sprig here at the bottom, only because when I open this is going to bend and ultimately break. So I'm going to just take that bit off there so that we don't have that problem, and this little bit over here, and it'll just be like it was meant to be, like that the whole time, you see. So I'm going to stick that there. Right, so I'll get some glue on there, and then I will stick that one just over there. So I'll see you back here in a sec. So with all of that stuck on there, I'm going to stick one other thing on there, but we'll get to that. I thought I'd just finish off inside here while this is nice and lying nice and flat. I've just taken 2 pieces of, this is avocado dyed paper. Tea stain paper will do fine. I actually don't have any more that I have on hand. So I've just taken this, which works well. I want to just put a piece over there and a piece over here just for secret writing spots. So that's what I'm going to do here. I just want to get that stuck down quickly. You got to love a secret writing spot. You can put all sorts in there and nobody's any the wiser. So it always appeals to me. So I want to make sure though that I don't want, it's not sticking out the top of this. No, it's not. And then I'm going to put this one over here as well. Now, of course, you can put a pocket inside or a belly band. You know, you can do lots of things, but I thought I'd go with this today. So I'm going to get this one a little bit more centralized. I just moved that aside because of the flowers. I'll just get a little bit of glue on the corner there. There we go. All right, so I've just added some more of the stenciling. I didn't even put more on the brush. It was just what was left on the brush. So there we go. Now while that's down there, I've grabbed my little spots, my Velcro spots, and I am going to just put one over there and one on the other corner, like that. And then the other side of that, which is you can use magnets or any other method that you would prefer to use. Even a decorated paper clip I'm sure would work. Right, so once I've got that there, I'm now able to press that down and that will keep it upright. Okay, now I've got a little bit of washi tape here, and I'm going to just tear a piece that off like that. I'm going to put some glue on it because I find the washi tape doesn't always have the adhesive background to hold it down for the long run. So I tend to just put some glue on mine. I'm going to just add this over here. It's not a must. It's just me adding a pop of color to this text there. All right, so there we go, all looking good. So I think I'm happy with all of that. It's just my little attachment over here. So I've taken my 2 paper flowers, stitched them together with one of the buttons from the kit, with some embroidery thread, and I've sort of frayed that out a little bit there, ink. And now I'm going to just use my fabric tack and put a decent amount on it, just to attach this to the page, and then we're just about good to go. So I wanted it sort of here where these join, and I'm mindful about this folding down, so don't let it go over there. So I quite like that, maybe a little bit over like that. Okay, so that's going to do its thing. Okay, so that's the little project. Now, a couple of pieces of ephemera. I've got these 2 little bits here that I've put ribbons in and eyelets. I back everything with this lace background. So I'm going to put those 2 in there, into this little front pocket, like that. And then we've got one of these cards. These all come from the Ephemera and Sentiments kit for the book lovers. So this one, which we're going to put into this pocket here, like that. And then the large tag, I've put this ribbon in. I love that ribbon. And just stitched around the edges. I've put recycled packaging on the back of that one. And that's going to go into our pocket at the back. And then we have our first little project in our new journal. That goes like this. Look at that, how it picks up the colors. Isn't it so pretty? And there we go. See what you can do with a tea stain page and a magazine page. There you go. All right, everyone, that's our little Sunday project. I hope that you've enjoyed that. It's been lots of fun. I think I must move this one over a bit. I like these little corners with bits of ribbon sticking out. Don't forget, as soon as those parcels are good to go and everyone gets in the UK gets the go-ahead to use international mail, I'll have them off to you. All right, so hang tight there. It's all good to go and it's going to arrive. I'm hoping it's going to be in the next couple of days. Fingers crossed, guys, so that I can get everything off to you, and then everything should be fine from there on. All right, I'm just about finished with these as well, so that should be ready to go as well. Thank you so much for being patient. Thank you for your love and your beautiful messages and your encouraging words. I appreciate you guys so much. Go and have some fun with this. It can go in any theme. It doesn't have to be this theme, obviously. And I will see you on Tuesday with another little video. Stay well and enjoy your Sunday. Bye-bye.